Welcome to JasonWhiskyWise. My name is Jason. Welcome to this whiskey review here on the channel, where today we're continuing my mini-series into AnCnoc, and we're going to be reviewing the AnCnoc 22-year-old. Now, I believe this video was requested by one of the subscribers here, which was, I believe, so Jason. It could be Jason Fisk, as he did ask me to review a couple AnCnocs, and I think someone also on Instagram did also message me a lot of different AnCnocs and said, what do you recommend between this and this? And so I want to say a massive thank you, and this video is dedicated to you. And if you guys do also want to ask for any videos in particular, leave them down below in the comment section. If you're interested in hearing about something, I believe another person asked me for a couple other videos, so those are in the pipeline. So just feel free to ask, because that way I can then push things from the, if I got samples of it or a bottle, I can push it up to the top of my list of videos. So, AnCnoc 22-year-old. Pour this out and let's get started into the review. It's been sat here in the studio for 6 months, this specific sample, as I had the review ready when I did my famous growls video, and I didn't get a chance to put it because I want to do a full range. Wow, such an interesting nose already. The back. So the AnCnoc 22-year-old, it's part of the core range. No, I think this was a limited edition if memory serves me well. It is a 22-year-old whiskey, bottled at an ABV of 46%. The actual cask combination is a combination of ex-bourbon and ex-Oloroso sherry butts, so you know the cask type as well. And in terms of the distillery, it's from the Knock Do Distillery. They are owned by the parent company Inverhouse Distillers, and they are located in the Highland region of Scotland. So you must be wondering, what is the price on the AnCnoc 22-year-old? It currently comes in around about £90. And as of recent, I went to one of the shops that I go to quite a lot in London, and they raised the price to £95. And another shop in London had it for £100. So it's creeping up ever so slightly. So you might, if you do like the taste notes, by all means, it might be something you might be looking to get. And in terms of exclusivity, yes, it is an exclusive whiskey, as it's part of their archived age statement range. So there's certain ones that were certain ages that they're now discontinued. So without further ado, let's get straight into the whiskey that we have in front of us. As I really like the nose on this one as well. It's really interesting. That's something I like about AnCnoc. They've got some very nice aromatic whiskies as well. So without further ado, into the nose. So starting me out on the nose for the AnCnoc 22, I do get this very nice character of sour green cider apples, a spiced orange almost, where you're getting that little bit of heat coming through, almost like a clove orange. A nice maltiness as well. But as that sort of continues and develops in my glass, I'm getting rhubarb. And it's not like those rhubarb and custard sweets that you get, but it's like a rhubarb pie, where you're getting almost a warmer character about it. It does have also, it's got a nice sweetness and a nice sweet stone fruit, which is apricot. I wouldn't say peach, but it's very close to it. And there's almost this exotic tropical fruit. God, this clicks like this. It's dried mango peel. Oh, no, it's just dried candied mango. So it's like one of those things, again, you get this in all sort of different shops and health foods and, Whole Foods and everything. But it's like mango that they've left to dry and they've cut it into very small like slices. It's exactly like that on the nose, where you open a packet of that and you get that whiff of that sweet mango, crystallized almost. Ah, oh, so good. I love that smell. It's just really cool. It's got a nice refreshing character with that apple that just suddenly makes its way over the top with that sort of really nice tarty character about it. Really great in that respect. So let's get into the palate next. Slanger. This one's got an actually very interesting profile on the palate. So overall opinion on the palate, taste profile and length and texture. Texture-wise, nice medium full. It's very similar to the 18 with that nice character and the nice texture about it. But flavor profile, you do start with a lot of citrus. When I say a lot, combination of peel and actual fruit itself is limes, oranges, grapefruit. I'd go so far to say even a bit of marmalade, where you got those sort of orange peels in your marmalade. And then off the back of that, it then moves into this little bit of that spiced appley character, as I'm getting a little prickle of heat through the mid palate. And then, as it's developing a little further, I'm getting that sort of that vanilla custardy character, nice creaminess as I'm getting a nice texture. And then it's just falling a little short on the actual finish, where it's almost drying out the palate with that little bit of a spiced oak. It adds a little bit of heat, but it's mainly through the mid palate. Let's get into the finish, and we'll come to my notes on the AnCnoc 22. So moving now into the finish for the AnCnoc 22. Overall flavor profile, I'm getting a little bit of grapefruit, a little bit of sultanas, and then I'm making that nice sort of almost like a spiced orangey character on the end, leaving a nice long length in the finish. And it's got a little bit of a tingle, a little bit of spice with that spiced orange, really making an effect right now. I can feel it on the sides of my palate. It's actually creating a little bit of a mouth-watering character as well. So overall, it's time to give my rating for this one. I'll pop that over there. I want to give it a 90. I really, really want to give it a 90, but I'm giving it an 89 out of 100. Reason behind that, I feel the 18-year-old, when you do them side by side, the 18 just, for value for money and for the same profile, it's not the exact same, but I felt the 18 was a bit more balanced than this one. I feel this one's got a little bit rough edges about it. But overall, it is also a very top-class whiskey for a 22-year-old whiskey, and also being under £100 here in the UK. That's great stuff, and I believe it's also limited, so it's something that if you down the line, you might not be able to find it again. So in terms of does it need water, time, etc., and value for money, yes, very good, because I've seen now 22-year-old whiskies, 21-year-old whiskies, they're around about £120. They're getting very expensive here in London. Does it need water? A little bit of water doesn't hurt. It actually reduces that spicy aspect and actually makes it a little bit easier as well to find different profiles in it. And then in terms of does it need time in the glass, this one, yes. I would highly recommend give this one a little time in the glass. It'll become a much better and approachable whiskey. So on that note, I'll wrap the video at that. It's an 89 out of 100 for the AnCnoc 22-year-old. And if you guys have enjoyed, drop it a thumbs up. Be sure to hit the subscribe button, which I'll leave over there. And also, that'll be the end of the video. And I know Mr. Bananas is missing because someone might probably have mentioned it by now. He's actually getting cleaned up, so to speak. So he's actually at the dry cleaner, so I'm waiting for him to come back. So I'll bring him back hopefully for the next video. But this has been me, Jason WhiskyWise. No Mr. Bananas. I will catch you for the next video. Slanger.